What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Paul. This is the Leeds Therapy. Thank you as ever for stopping by. I really do appreciate it, and I hope you are doing well. On the screen, you'll see all of my socials. If you could just make sure that you give those a follow for me, I would greatly appreciate it. So if you are on YouTube, make sure that your notifications are turned on, you subscribed, obviously, that you are commenting, sharing, and that you are also hyping the video for me. That would be greatly appreciated. Also, we're on all of your favourite podcast apps, so on Apple and also on Spotify. So if you're listening to the audio version of this, just make sure that you are giving it a thumbs up or a like in any way that you can, and that will help massively with me being able to push the podcast side of things a little bit further on. So just wanted to come on and just give a short video just in relation to Farkes' press conference and what he had to say today. So it sounds like it's positive news more than anything, but what I'm using is Graham Smith's piece in the Yorkshire Evening Post, which basically the headline for it says is Leeds United injured trio update as Daniel Farke admits surprises are possible before Wolves. So, as a headline, taking that what it could potentially mean, could that mean that one of the injured three could be back in time for training? Who knows? I think if you're going to put your money on anybody, it'd be Rodon, because he's made out of titanium. He's just an incredible player. He just his powers of recovery seem to be very, very good. So we'll just have to wait and see if that's the case or not. So going through it, this is effectively before Saturday's huge visit of Wolves. I am going to be at the game. I'm really looking forward to that. So still it's saying at the moment, so the Whites were without Daniel James, adductor, Anton Stack, ankle, and Joe Rodon, ankle, for the win at Old Trafford on Monday night. None of the trio have made it back into team training yet this week, but those who played at Old Trafford came through unscathed and will be fit and available to face Wolves on Saturday at Ellen Road. That's the big key thing. I think there was mention of Tanaka and potentially injuring his foot, but that is more down to cramp than anything else. He just ran himself into the ground. When you look at it on the face of it, for Tanaka, he's played 4 games in a short space of time. So that'll just be his body probably just kicking back a little bit, which is absolutely fine and as you would expect it to be. He goes on to say that as it stands, Farke expects to go with a similar squad at the weekend, but admits things could change before kickoff. All the players who were available for Monday are also at least today ready for this game, he said. For the other players who are injured, with Joe, Dan and Anton, the first step is that they would be back in team training. If they have a bit of team training, they're available for games. We have 2 days before the game, but none of them is back in team training yet. Sometimes there could be a negative surprise. Sometimes there could be a surprise. We assess them day by day, but none are back in team training yet. All the others are available. Gabriel Goodmanson returned to the side on Monday after a slight niggle and suffered no reaction to his 97-minute appearance against Manchester United. Again, he's an absolute fitness machine, Goodmanson, as far as I'm concerned. The Swede was one of 3 players for whom there was a slight risk in starting due to knocks in the build-up to the game. Noah Okafor also started, scoring both Leeds goals before being withdrawn in the second half, and Yakubiol came back into the centre of Farke's defence and lasted the full game. Tanaka came off with an apparent foot issue towards the end of Old Trafford clash, but was seen stretching and grimacing during full-time celebrations. But Farke's update ruled out the presence of an injury, making it likely he was simply suffering from cramp. And therein ends what he pretty much has to say. There was also an interesting element to the press conference as well, because it was brought up again, and whether or not, from a confidence side of thing, and that he's got to be playing, and is he going to be playing in this, that, and the other. And Farke went into a lot of detail about it this season, without, and that about him lacking confidence and belief in himself. That it's only his second season in this country. That it's also his first season in the Premier League. It's the first time that he's experienced football at this level, and how difficult it has been for him to make that sort of adjustment, sort of from a professional level, but also from a personal level as well. But But there's, if you look, that Leeds United did a little highlights package video of how against Manchester United, and there's no doubt in my mind. I've said it before. He shouldn't doubt himself. I understand why people get that way. You can have a couple of bad performances, and it can really kind of affect the way you feel or your outlook on what you're doing. Or a couple of little mistakes can be same in any walk of life, realistically speaking. So I know with my job, if I make a mistake, you feel really bad about it. You might feel like that you're not up to the task of being able to do the job. You're not up to X, Y, and Z, all of that kind of good stuff. And it just niggles at the back of your brain. And it can also just resonate with you in terms of how you feel or how you're feeling about things. And then from that then has a knock-on effect to your sort of your mental psyche, your attitude a little bit, and sort of how you're performing. So maybe it's been a case of that. And I've talked to a couple of people. Some people were surprised that Farke went into that much detail on it, and really kind of not so much having a go at Al, but sort of really laying it bare, the issues that he's had this season or how it's kind of felt for him this season in terms of where he is. And from what I've seen against West Ham, from what I've seen, in the 2 matches that he played for Japan, but also as well in the game against Manchester, he's absolutely fine. He's got nothing to worry about. But that's easy for us to say. Sometimes it's a little bit harder for other people to see that themselves and to be able to believe that and take it forward. He seems like shy's the wrong sort of word. It's maybe slightly introverted, just a touch. I know a lot of people mentioned it as well, but when the wreaths were put down at the West Ham game for Chris and Kev, one of the flowers fell off. I think it was Ampadu's wreath. And he made a point of picking it back up and putting it on the wreath again, which I think touched a lot of people. I think there's a very sensitive, sincere guy in there who just happens to be an absolute beast of a footballer. And we just need him to believe in himself a little bit more. And fingers crossed, we're going to get to see him shine for the remainder of the season. He has to start for the remainder of the season. He's got to start in every single game. He's brilliant. He's absolutely brilliant. And give him the run of games in the team and he will play fantastically well. He absolutely 100% will, in my opinion. That's going to do it for this one, guys. A real short one, but I just wanted to bring you the fallout, if you like, from the press conference. And yeah, I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please don't forget to click the like button. If you're new, please also don't forget to subscribe. Make sure your notifications are turned on. Make sure that you are commenting, liking, hyping, all of that good stuff. If it's the audio that you're listening to, please also as well make sure that you like the audio. That would be greatly appreciated. Take care of each other. Most importantly, please take care of yourself. There will be another video coming out shortly as well, probably Friday, with the preview of the game against Wolves. Thank you for stopping by, guys. I really do appreciate it. We'll see you soon. Cheers.